I don't know if you're doing pad work. If you're doing dynamic pad work with your coach, he should be throwing out certain strikes for you to slip, to weave, to block. If you don't have that, I would recommend a double end bag or a Cobra bag. And again, I don't know how long you've been training for. I don't know how long you've been training for. It depends on your experience, Vincenzo, but anybody can start iron palm training. No one's talking about firearms, kiddo. Please calm your cortisol. Um, yeah, if you've never did iron palm training or if you never did martial arts, start martial arts. If you're already doing martial arts, then you can start iron palm. Otherwise, there's no purpose. But again, if you want to know more, check out my playlist. I have free videos on my playlist. I set that all up so you can learn iron palm and you can understand what is the process of it, what's actually happening. Yeah, if you're self-taught, it's much more harder. I'll be honest with you. You need to do pad work, and then, as the guy above said, Mr. Tiki YT, sparring is where you actually learn real-time reflexes. But none of my friends which are martial artists don't want to spar. Interesting. Yeah, well, that's what the gym is for. You'll find people that want to spar in the gym. You left martial arts 3 years ago, so you were training somewhere for 3 years, I assume. To regain your skills is like if you haven't ridden your bike for 5 years. Takes maybe a week or two, but you need to start training again, right? Of course it's harder. Of course it's harder, but if you really love it, you'll do it. Of course, that has to maintain. You need to start up your flexibility, your cardio. You're gonna be sore in your joints, your shoulders, your back. But that's about a week or two, and then you're gonna get back into the flow of things. So it just depends how bad you want it, right? Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. Mr. Eduardo, please use proper grammar, my friend. Okay? And you too, Mr. Toby. Seek therapy, my friend, please. Mr. Taylor, you have never even trained anything like this. How can you give advice to somebody? You have no idea what is even happening. How embarrassing, guys. Please don't live in fantasy land. If you can't even do knuckle push-ups on bricks, what are you what are you advising, my friend? Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, 11 years in your mind, in the Twilight Zone. And the funny thing is, you have to come here to prove something to yourself. That's embarrassing, guys. Please seek therapy. I'm not a platform for proving yourself, you know? Start your own channel. Show your own training. Why do you have to come here and type? Explosive knuckle push-ups on concrete. Yeah, I wouldn't even need to do explosive. The best thing you can do is a decline knuckle push-up, right? So your knuckles, you're down, your legs are up. Right, you're doing your knuckle push-ups. That'll give you good wrist conditioning with the hands and the knuckles, of course. Okay, even rolling on the knuckles. And it'll increase your punching power. How long have I been doing this? Almost 4 years now. And my hand is normal. Straight fingers, fully mobile. A lot of people, they already have different damages to their knuckles, calluses and different bumps and all kinds of stuff. I don't compete, no. And the difference between explosive and normal is, yeah, the plyometric factor, the explosive factor, fast twitch, explosiveness. But why I say you don't need explosive decline push-ups is because the decline is already working for you. Okay, it's already doing a lot for you. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm doing well. How are you doing? We're just snowed in at the moment. That's the only thing. A lot of snow today. Of course, the harder knuckle makes a difference. Even boxers, when they fight, they can feel their big knuckle, especially if they have 8-ounce gloves. So everything makes a difference. People still break and fracture their hands, their knuckles, their wrists with gloves and wraps. So it should show you that it should make a difference as well. Actually, my friend, I don't live house to house like you, Mr. Hippie. I'm very sorry for your situation. How are you gonna... Yeah. Yeah, just start doing decline knuckle push-ups. Zen. You're gonna feel a difference in a week. No, actually, I know that you're in the basement, Mr. Hippie, so that's why you said the neighbors. No one's talking about firearms. No need to get your cortisol up before noontime, my friend. I don't know why people have to come and try to prove something. That means that you have an insecurity yourself. Something is missing in you. Yeah, try it out. Try it out. Also, check out my playlist. I already have videos on showing you how to strengthen your wrists, forearms, hands, at a basic level. I don't know what you read, but there is a thing called auto spell, so you can express yourself more, Mr. Hippie. There is a thing called auto spell. But I'm glad that you have to come here to feel validated. I'm very glad for that. When did you start martial art training? Almost 14 years ago now. Yes, I trained Kung Fu. Is there anything you have strength in your shoulders? You dislocated it. Please, please make sure it's healed. And the only thing I can recommend from my experience that will bulletproof your shoulder is a mace belt. Okay, start mace belt training. That will fully strengthen and injury prevent to the maximum your shoulder, your cuff rotators, your upper back. Yes, exactly, mace belt. That is the Western term. Start with a very light one. 10 to 15 pounds is all you need to start. Another ignorant soul. What can you do? Ignorance is bliss. You can use a kettlebell, but I already used kettlebell for years, and the results I got from a mace bell doesn't even compare. Mace bell was really used by ancient Indians for warfare. Persians, Indian clubs, things of that nature, to prepare you for war, right? You're carrying a shield and a sword, and all you're doing is blocking and swinging. So that's a lot of shoulder power. So you can imagine how peak you would be ready with a mace belt, or they call it a gada in India. Yeah. Yeah, the bucket of rice works. That is the introductory level. That is what you start when you do Kung Fu. I have BJJ experience. I have great respect for grappling. I'm not one of those Kung Fu people who says it's useless, because I've actually rolled with high-level people. I've done Sambo, BJJ, Chinna. People don't even know what Chinna is. I love it. I especially love Sambo. You need to know what it's like to get choked out, to get leg locked, Kimura, all these different things. You need to know what that feels like and what it feels like to do it as well, to execute it. That's what a lot of Kung Fu people are missing, because they look down on these other arts, and vice versa. So no, but maybe your mother does. I don't know. Of course, yeah, I've done boxing. I love boxing. How long? Up to an hour, about 4 to 5 days out of the week. If you check out my posts, I already posted a pro boxer who does iron palm training. And if more people did that, they would really be dangerous, even more dangerous. And of course, they wouldn't be so prone to hand injuries. No, it doesn't hurt. How can it hurt if I do this almost every day and my hands are not black and blue? See, I'm hitting the back fist. You know how delicate your back fist is? This is a granite stone. This is not even a river rock. Appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you. What do you mean by a real fight? I don't count street fights as fights. There's no 1, 2, 3, let's go. I'll only say there's street altercations. And nothing in a street fight is fair. Because knuckles is what you start with when you do martial arts. Either boxing, karate, kung fu, muay thai. You're already hitting your knuckles. Okay? My knuckles are already conditioned. I already hit the wooden dummy. So bamboo and wooden dummy. I condition my hands because the hands are very delicate. Especially here, the capillaries. Okay, the ligaments, the tendons. You don't need to do it with your knuckles because the knuckles are already conditioned. People think that the knuckles are the only part of the hand that you can use to strike. Again, ignorance at its finest. I do the 5 knuckle shuffle. What do you mean? This, this, this. Push-ups. That's a great exercise. You just hurt. My friend, I would love to see your knuckles in your training progression. That's what I would really love to see. Instead of just using your finger power for typing. If I hurt, I couldn't do this. And I know you can't do that. Yeah, nobody knows you, kiddo. Look at your channel. There's nothing there. Yeah. How long have you been training martial arts? 13 years, almost 14. Do I have tips on starting? Check out my playlist. I have free playlists on my channel. Mr. Lame Boy, what a great username. What a befitting username. Yeah, Mr. Family X1. Forearm conditioning, I already have a video on that as well. There's many things you can use for your forearms. I do this upwards of an hour. You shouldn't train to keep your body satisfied. The body is controlled by the mind. You need to train your mind, most importantly. I don't know, do I sound mad? I have feelings, of course, because when you strike and you're trying to kill nerves, that is an incorrect approach. Why would you want to why would you want to deaden anything in your body? You want to make sure everything is vital. Again, there's all kinds of methods. There's all kinds of methods. Please, my friend, seek therapy. Very disturbing comments. You need to detox your mind. You don't even know what arthritis means and you're throwing around the word. Ignorance is bliss. Let's see. Yeah. What are my thoughts on monks and lifestyle? It's a great lifestyle. It's just not it's not for everybody. But again, when you're talking about monks, we're going into Taoism. Okay, Taoistic principles. Not daily, no. Yeah. Well, you can't debate stupid Alex. So I've already tried. And where did I get the stone? We have natural granite in Canada, so I'm very fortunate to just find it instead of buying it. Mr. Tat Trader or Tat Trader, don't start this level, please. Check out my playlist. Learn, learn, and progress in the proper levels. Again, another ignorant soul thinking I'm trying to break a granite stone. I don't know why people think that. Style, it's hard to say. I mix up a lot of different things. I show the beginning levels for free. Go check out my playlist. Show some support, like, comment, any kind of questions. Okay, if you want to know more just about the theory of iron palm, I also have those videos on my playlist. Do my hands hurt at all? No. Not if I'm hitting it at a proper level. If I'm smashing it, then of course, I'm going to incur damage. Nobody's reading that long paragraph, my friend. Try a bucket full of sand or rice. I already did that. That is already the beginning level, my friend. This is a granite stone. I don't know if you could tell, but a granite stone is much harder than rice and sand. So again, I know you watched the YouTube video of the rice and the sand and you think it's a great level. It's amazing. It is actually amazing, but that's the beginning. People think that's the end all be all. That's the difference I'm trying to explain. That is only the beginning. Muay Thai is... You have to go before Muay Thai. Because before Muay Thai, that's where you have the real conditioning. You thought I went to the last step first. Why would I ever do that? My goodness. That's really a recipe for disaster. And you need the medicine. Never forget that. Most people don't even know what that is. Take care, brother. I appreciate the support, Alex. About almost 4 years ago, Mr. Family. Of course, Jennifer, check out my playlist. I have videos on my playlist explaining why I do this and showing you how to start this at a basic level, introductory level. I explain all these things in my playlist, Mr. Cypher. Show some support. Everything is there. If you're a real book nerd and you like to listen to information, I provide that. I want my top knuckle to be big. Your top knuckle, you need to exercise that knuckle. Okay, punch certain things. Do knuckle push-ups, and then progress to brick knuckle push-ups. Hands are vulnerable, very vulnerable. Of course, hands, that's why you can condition your forearms, no problem. Okay, very thick. You can condition your shins, no problem. Your elbow, no problem. Hands, we have too many delicate things. That's why you need to take more time and care. Thank you, Cypher. Appreciate it. This is just the arms off the Bob dummy. You're all being baited. What if I only have 3 knuckles on my friend? Yeah, you see, this is example right here, Mr. Romeo. Boxer's fracture is so common. And if people just even do fingertip push-ups, knuckle push-ups, wrist push-ups, just that, you're already gonna give yourself some defense. And again, I already posted a video, right? When you go on my post, not on my playlist, but if you click on my post and you scroll down, I already showed you there's a pro boxer who does iron palm training. Okay, they just have a leather bag with beans in it. Okay, I believe it's like mung beans or chickpeas or something like that. And that already gives you basic defense. That already gives you basic defense. Yes, your throat is vulnerable. You are correct. That's why if you develop certain grips, tiger claw, eagle claw, monkey grip, that goes right there. Okay? It goes right there. Hands are very delicate. Yep. That's why I say, if the back fist, when I'm hitting, if you do this incorrectly, you do it too fast, you have these blood vessels here. They're gonna pop. Your hand is gonna be purple and black because of you just destroyed some blood vessels and capillaries. So you have to be very careful. Is it good for beginners? I have the video for beginners. Check out the video on my playlist. This is advanced level. This is a granite stone. Before this, you need to get a cotton bag and fill it with certain materials. Okay, in Kung Fu we call this cotton pillow. All right, this inside here I have marble, small pieces of marble, not the small little balls. Okay, not the marble, but actual stone. So. And then before that, you need to hit wood. Sand is an introduction to earth or stone already, right? So after you're hitting wood, you hit sand. Okay? That already prepares you for the earth element. You can really hurt somebody just by training with heavy bags. Just by doing regular kickboxing. My friend, you cannot do this level. I'm only warning you. You can do what you want, but I'm telling you, this level will hurt you. Even doing sand improperly, if you're hitting sand and you don't even have the herbal rubs, you can really injure yourself. So I would only advise you to start with the level that I showed in my playlist, in my video. Mr. Reprisal, people are cleaning their kitchen for content. Okay? You guys are simps for women watching those things. And you're complaining about a martial artist training. How embarrassing. You guys are probably having OF accounts, okay, subscriptions, and you're here complaining. That is hilarious. Mr. Romeo is giving you a recipe for disaster. He's trying to sabotage you. Oh, nice. 10th planet. Very good. This is Iron Palm Training, Mr. What is this? Andrew. Okay, you can go check out my playlist if you want to know more, the explanation, the theory behind it, the principles. This is a more advanced level, so that's why people, they're thinking I'm crazy. But I've been doing this for a few years. My hands are fully straight. My fingers are straight. Again, you see people that practice iron palm, they need warm water in the morning just to open their hands, just to stretch their fingers, okay? Because they've already damaged their joints. Okay, their fingers are not functional. Their hand hurts when they move it in certain directions. You really need to know what you're doing. Do you use a rope tied around a thick plank of wood? No, that is already a beginning level. I actually have a wooden dummy, and the wood is actually teak wood, which is very dense wood from Vietnam, some of the densest in the world. So when you're already striking that, you're hitting that. No rope, just the wood, as you see. The wooden dummies right there. Okay, that is already a very good level. Exactly, exactly, Romeo. Swole animal. I have not heard him. I have heard of the foolishness that people do, such as dog pot ointment. That is just a that's like a crash course. That's a very quick way to get small results and then bigger health damage down the line. Because what you're using is just like petroleum, petrol oil. People say, "Oh, dip your hands in that." Very good if you want some neurotoxicity. Home gym, yes sir. I don't think you're crazy. This is considered like blood for training, plus in my opinion. Is a rock. Yes, thank you very much. Again, if you want to know more, guys, support me. I don't charge anything, but I have free videos on my playlist. I already set up the playlist on my channel. I explain all this information. I don't just do this and show, hey, I'm hitting a rock, guys. I already show you why people do different levels, right? Even before this, like I said, you need to start hitting wood. Even before the wood, you can get a bag of rice. Jeet Kune Do. I love Jeet Kune Do. I've practiced it a little myself. How to get more movement and strength in hands and fingers. I already have a video for that as well in my playlist. But what you can start is, of course, look, you do your regular push-ups, okay? Then start holding with your fingertips. If you can't hold on your fingertips, go on your knees, okay? Like when people are learning the push-up, go on your knees and apply pressure until you can get a full plank on your fingertips, and then start striving to do your first rep. Go very slow. This is very delicate. Much love, Andrew. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. San Diego. As people see, I don't just hate on jiu-jitsu people or kickboxers or MMA, contrary to popular belief. If you come with the right attitude, I greet you. Bruce Lee was the first person that really brought the concept. Yeah, you're right. Jeet Kune Do has boxing elements. I'm talking about Western boxing. It has Savat, which is a French martial art, kickboxing, karate, kung fu, of course, all kinds of things. Different grappling, chinna, joint manipulation, Japanese jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Mr. Nuke Boy, if you want to start iron palm training, I have a video. I show you everything, how to start from the beginning. Okay, beginner level, very safe. Okay, very beginner friendly. You don't even need medicine for the beginning, and you can find some great results within a month. Within 3 months, your hand will already feel different. How can he slap? I know where that's from. That's why I'm dying. The pound for pound is trained Taekwondo, one gold medal after trained Sambo once he got older. Oh, I didn't know he did Taekwondo. That's pretty cool. That's why his kicks are good. There is always different pound for pound. The Dagestani fighters are showing their strength. If people remember years ago, it was the Brazilians. Okay, the Brazilians came in. Everybody knows, of course, Gracie and the Jiu-Jitsu, but I'm talking about the strikers. Okay, Shogun Rua, Anderson Silva, Lyoto Machida, all these guys came in and swept away people, and then other people come in, and it's not who's the best, guys. Okay, it fluctuates. Get a box ballin'. I don't know what that is. I think you mean ball. I use a grip strength thing and did boxing. Grip strengthers are great, but there's levels above that. If you want to train if you want to train tendon power, okay, research tendon power. Certain grips, this will do even better, okay? As you see, this works a lot more, your grip here, and then you can use your fingers, which is even harder. So you really strengthen your fingers, okay? This is for developing your tiger claw, eagle claw, okay, where you really train your grip. And then, of course, there are Qigong exercises, breathing exercises that can multiplicate your effects, your benefits. Thank you guys for the likes, I appreciate that. Oh, rock climbing is very, very effective. Yeah, those guys have crazy grip. The haters come and go. Or I would recommend sprinting and jump rope for endless cardio, or how did you say, infinite cardio. That's good for today. Mr. Gamertip said this doesn't hurt much. As much as I would want you to understand, I would never recommend you to even try for 10 reps. Because if you, even after 3 reps, you're gonna feel the pain. I'm almost like everyone training. My friends are the best. Yeah. You don't even train, Mr. Victory. I don't know why you're typing. Also did something like a push-up for 3 months with concrete and didn't feel good on my hands. Yeah. Please go to your own, go according to your own level. Don't go too fast. Alex. Yeah, I do warm-ups before I train, of course. Yeah, I train. Actually, interestingly enough, Jiri trained under, not under, but he's training with a guy that I learned some of my methods from as well. Oh wow, that's crazy. Work your mind, my friend. You really need to. Also, I didn't throw a right hook right in the match. See, the only thing is with Tony Ferguson, I don't know who he really learned from, the hardening. I think he just started hitting poles, which is, from the Shaolin perspective, it's not recommended. You need to do proper levels, proper steps. It's not uncommon for people who train very fast and accelerate to actually go crazy. That is a Shaolin principle, actually. I thought you were Shaolin. No, brother, I'm not a Shaolin monk. He just started leg kicking poles. I mean, it sounds tough, right? But again, actually, I'll show you how you can do your elbows, your forearms. You can get a bamboo bundle. Okay, this is about 120 strips. Okay, and they are thin, but as a unit, you can feel it quite well on your elbow. You can do your wrists, or sorry, your forearms. Okay, over here, this one, and inside. Inside is where people find it most uncomfortable. Okay, you can do your knuckles even, and again, of course, you can do your shins. Strike your shins. And I promise you, this doesn't feel good. Okay, you can do that one. You can do this one. So there's a few methods you can do. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's the mace bell. What I was saying before. So we have a 15 pound and we have the 25 pound. Very effective. I mean, people picking fights with strangers is kind of a strange mentality. You should only fight if you need to defend yourself or your loved ones, right? What's going on? That's a good background. Shotokan, wrestling. Very good. That is already high above normal people. That isn't a, yeah. That's an amazing one. Cobra bag. That thing, because it comes right back, so you gotta move. That's really good for reflexes. When people ask about reflexes, that's one of the top ones. Alright guys, thank you so much for today. Thank you for the likes. Check out my playlist. Support the channel. Have a wonderful day.